Sip, sip, what's going on? I got a question for you. So, if a baby is in a restaurant crying to the top of their lungs or being excited and making that squealing sound, is that acceptable to you? Or at what point do you say enough is enough? And I'm going to compare this to something that we always accept as melanated people, or we have a, you know, we have a tendency to let stuff slide. So my thing is that if you got a child and your child is in public getting excited and screaming, then that means that's what that child normally does at the house. So that means that child normally screams and gets excited, and you don't correct that child or redirect that child and let them know, no, that's not acceptable. So when they go out in public and do it, then they tend to embarrass you. But the crazy part about it is that some of you moms and dads and aunts and uncles, when the child act like that, you act like it's just par for the course, meaning that that's normal behavior in everybody's family. No, that's not the way that works. And it's the same thing is that when I go to a restaurant that's owned by a melanated person and the things are not up to par or not what I expect when I go to spend my money to eat, then I'm told, well, you should expect that. No, why should I expect less from somebody just because they are, you understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the information is not disseminated. Big word, the information, especially when you go into these black establishments to eat. For instance, I went to a black establishment and the young lady brought my food but didn't give me any utensils, no napkins. But then I'm just supposed to say, oh, okay, can I get it? No, that's because the information wasn't given. Nobody told her, hey, or the person that runs the establishment didn't say, hey, here, let me train you and show you how to treat our people. Is that when you bring their food, bring them a napkin, bring this, just don't bring their food and sit it down and walk off. But that's the acceptance that we put on one another, and then the person that says something becomes the bad guy. Just like this case in Georgia, what they calling him a male Karen, said, hey, can you quiet your baby? Oh, she's just a baby, and then she going off on him. Craziness. Like we're just supposed to accept any and everything. I'm not of that mindset. I'm of the mindset of that if you have a restaurant, train your people, Like I was saying, I went into an establishment here in Houston after a rainy day, and they had 3 rain buckets in the middle of the floor. And I'm like, okay, didn't nobody tell y'all it stopped raining? I don't believe the water is dripping. Let's move the buckets. But that's just supposed to be acceptable, right? No, that shit, it ain't cool at all. So if you accept that type of behavior and that nonsense, then hey, I'm glad we're not neighbors. So that's my take on it. Sip, sip, be mad at me. I don't care. I don't accept nonsense and BS, just because somebody looks like me. I'm not going to accept less from them. So, sip, sip, y'all have a good one.